everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Aviators going up against the Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Columbus Aviators and the Denver Broncos. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Lynch to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now McKinnon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Six yards to go here on second down. They run once more with McKinnon. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From midfield now, here's Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's taken down deep in their territory. And a big 32-yard play on third. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there. And even 40 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Red zone opportunity. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that route. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. DeMarco Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Here we go. 3-19.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. Skirts by him at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
Throwing
here, Lynch on 1st down. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's McKinnon. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. McKinnon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They run it with McKinnon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Now Barth for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going. And it's
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. On play action, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. It's Lynch. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Booker on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devontae Booker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Taylor. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right around the 26. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Yeah, baby. 93. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, cut in right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Lynch to throw. And He will find his man on the outside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run the counter now on first down. Avoids him at the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run it. This is Booker. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Devontae Booker with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Barthon for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Carr now on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Carl try it again on second down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Adoree Jackson on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing his Carr on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude.
And he loses the football a second time. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Lynch hands to Booker. Devontae Booker, 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Booker, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Barth now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Now, check, 85. 3 down.
On play action, now Carr. Uncorks one for Davis. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second down following the incompletion. Play clock winding down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. After the penalty, it's Henry. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Shotgun now for Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Here's Lynch to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Go, 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 run, run, run. Here we go now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. A give to Henry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. The play clock's running down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So 2nd and 10 here. Time running out here on the play clock. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw, it's Carr. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Carr. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Lynch turns and gives to Booker. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Here we go now.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And Barth puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Running again, and again it's Booker. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Booker. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Right back to Booker. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll hand off to Booker, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Devontae Booker taking it in, and the Broncos continue to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down carry for Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play there. And even 40 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Get down, get down.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And some room to roam now. Devontae Booker. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And here now the offense heading back out there. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller. in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A big off.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Starts with a feeling.